2, 1. Hello, everybody. There are 6 of you. This is very exciting.
Are there? Oh my god! I might start with the intro straight away. Then I was going to give it a minute to let everyone filter
No,
in.
tell us things, Ian. What are we doing here?
Well, basically, just start with hello, everybody, and welcome to Very Biased Opinions. Welcome to another one of our live streams. It's good that we've actually got this one on. No problems with the Kassam Stadium, pristine pitch for this Oxford United versus Bristol Rovers game. As you know, we are here to break the curse this afternoon, to end the hoodoo.
Hashtag break the curse.
I've got my garlic, can't see it, got my garlic, got my holy water. Somewhere around here I've got my silver bullets just in case they're needed, because we are going to break this curse this afternoon. The guy who does vlogs for Bristol Rovers channel called One Rovers Vlogs wrote us a very nice message, but he put the hashtag "we always win at Oxford" in there. And that's just really got my goat. But thank you for commenting. I've even got a Ghostbusters t-shirt on, so that can tell you how much I am fighting the curses and supernaturals of this world. Team news is obviously in. It's come in way before we started on this stream. It's coming up to about 2 o'clock. And the only difference to what I said would be in our live stream, in our preview video, is that Liam Kelly is playing in midfield instead of Cam Brannigan. So while I furiously just try and send Tom a link so maybe he can put that up on the screen, I can run through the team news with you in just 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
Or are you putting it in the chat?
You can put it in the chat, I think, if I can. In the chat.
Le Chat. Will Golders finally said something nice to me, and he said I've got a nice top on. It's very nice of you, Will. And Thomas Dariades has joined in, saying, "Look at these handsome men."
Wow, that's very nice of him.
And Will also wants to know why you're still letting me on this show. I honestly don't know.
Tom, have they come through?
Hold on, I'll just have a look. You keep telling the loyal fans words. They like the words.
Yes, I will do. How is everybody doing out there in the virtual land? How's everybody's week been? Let us obviously know, as always, what you think the score's going to be, what you think the teams, what do you think of both sides? How do you think the game's going to go? I mean, we're only 10 minutes away from kickoff. I haven't listened to anything pre-match. Has Robinson said anything controversial? Has he slagged off Mark Sykes in the build-up?
Sykes is out. Brannigan's blind. I don't know what to do with these players anymore. Ian, I have not gotten it yet. But I'll let you know when it comes.
I'll send you over it in the form of a shemale.
Ooh, very nice. Will Golder, it is amateur hour. There's only one person on this thing that actually knows about football. I turn up to make him look cleverer. That's the entire point here. George Ticknell also says that we should...
Who knows what about football? I don't know anything about football.
Pipe down. You're supposed to be the brains behind this outfit, Alan. George Ticknell's yet again saying, as a Rovers fan, you should feel very confident after looking at their team.
Why? What's wrong about it? What's wrong about the team?
George.
Tell us what you don't like about it.
Tell me things.
No, I know it wasn't.
I like it when you're like,
why?
It wasn't me. Oh man.
Right, I've just sent those teams over.
Amazing. Via the Shemale, yeah? Yeah, got it. Let me just download these puppies and we'll put them on the screen.
We are on the board today.
Hey, folks. We actually came on time. I mean, normally we're like 20 minutes late.
So while Tom brings it up on the screen, he'll bring you up a nice graphic. Oxford are lining up with Stevens in goal, Long at right back, Ruffles at left back, Rob Atkinson, who I've got money on as a goal scorer at 16-1 at any time during this game, and Elliot Moore as your centre-backs. Alex Goran in front of the back four as a holding midfield player, as always. Marcus McGuane and Liam Kelly in front of him. Mido Shadipo wide on the left. James Henry wide on the right. And Matty Taylor against his old club up front on his own. While we've already heard that this Rovers side is garbage, Thomas, but I don't believe that to be the case. They've got Day in goal. Is it Elmer?
Helmer.
What a weird name. anyway, Baldwin, Kilgore, Harris, I can't say these names. They're easy.
Ian,
names.
I can't access the Oxford team you sent me because it's a .jeffif, which my computer does not recognize as even being a file. But currently we have the Bristol Rovers lineup on front of my face.
Great.
Just so you know.
So anyway, yeah. They got a guy at number 3, and I don't know why I can't pronounce his easy name. Grant, Asogu, Westbrook, McCormick, and Hanlon. Do you not think that Westbrook... Who was the guy, sorry, that said about Bristol Rovers side not looking good?
George Signal.
George, do you not think that Westbrook, McCormick, and Hanlon are going to cause us some problems?
Really quickly, a couple of comments, because I know you don't have the stream in front of you. George has responded, and I'll tell you what you said in a second. But Thomas Girardi says, Ian, you're enormous. You're absolutely dwarfing that stadium. George Ticknell says they're missing all their attacking oomph. William Golder is insulting my hat. Will, it's called fucking lockdown. My hair is out of fucking control, and I can't keep it out of my face. So this is what we're stuck with, okay? You're not being too mean, by the way. I'll take it. And George also says that they have a center back at right wing back. Matt Bowden says he's looking forward to saying boom a lot. Matt, we are also looking forward to you saying that. Will, it's sideways, right? Sideways is a better look for me.
Sideways is a better look. You are basically... You're looking good.
You know, the best part is no one can see it because I've currently got a picture of the Brighton starting 11 in front of my face. There you go. There's me.
You mean the Bristol Rovers?
Yes, not Brighton. We're not watching Brighton Blackpool. Well, technically I am, but that's, you know...
Yeah, that's a weird. Do you know that's a weird little link you just in there?
What, dropping Brighton in?
Well, this isn't a good story, but I'm going to tell it anyway. But the first ever game I went to as an Oxford United fan, it was with my dad and my brother, and we obviously Oxford won the game, and me and my brother both thought we played against different sides. So I thought we played against Bristol Rovers. Because I just have distinct memories of that very distinct shirt that they have, like the checkerboard blue and white. My other brother thought that they played against we played against Pompey, and it turns out we were both wrong. We played against Brighton.
So for all of you that have sat through that story, I understand you're going to turn the stream off now, and I apologize for that.
So what I'm trying to say is Mandela effect. I've clearly been transported from a parallel universe.
Is that a Mandela effect? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Have you not heard of the Mandela effect?
The Nelson Mandela effect?
Yeah.
No.
Have you not seriously not heard of it?
I have.
Oh my god, this is good. I'll say we don't want to bog this down with bloody conspiracy theories.
It's actually, you guys don't realize this, but it takes us like an hour and a half to film a 30-minute predictions video because most of it is just this back and forth.
If any of you have come from a parallel universe, can you let us know in the comments?
Also, feel free to super chat us at some point. We appreciate that. It helps.
Maybe there's another universe out there where Oxford always beat Bristol Rovers at the Kassam Stadium.
I mean, there's a universe for everything, right? So it must happen.
Apparently, there's not one for that. That's too far-fetched for the rules of the rules of the universe.
Rick has spent his entire life looking for it, and him and Morty, they don't think it exists. They really don't.
Every universe, though, Carl Robinson is the same.
Loud, aggressive, angry, and insults everybody around him.
Except he's just one he's like a fisherman, one he's a cowboy, one he's an astronaut.
Can you imagine him like shouting at his fishing rod and blaming the fishing rod for not being good enough at his job? The reason I got no fish is the rod. It's the rod's fault. I don't know why it's that accent now.
I don't know why he's that.
Don't know.
There's a really good BT Sport advert they got at the moment with an American guy doing like the promo for the games. Have you seen it?
The Texas guy being like, "I've got all the games."
The guy goes, "Holy guacamole!" Yeah. I mean, that is literally. I'm thinking of you when he's done that. Of you doing your Uncle Sam.
Oh, shall I get my Uncle Sam outfit out?
You still got it?
I mean, it's in a box somewhere, I think, unless you have it. I don't throw things away, Alan. Really quickly, George says, are Oxford playing a strong team? Yep, they're playing a really strong team. I think you're pretty happy with it.
I would say that's pretty much... Sorry, Tom, to interject. I would say, arguably, that's probably their strongest side at the moment. The only player that is... I mean, Liam Kelly's probably the weakest link in the side, but he's been playing well lately. he's probably going to be one that comes out that gets replaced by Cam Brannigan when he gets fit. But other than that, it's exactly the side you would expect Oxford to play.
Robert Allen says, are we starting on conspiracy theories? Robert, it's going to be going all day. For the next 2 hours, prepare yourself for utter garbage theories to come out. William Golder.
He's the worst when it comes to conspiracy theories. He thinks Trump was a bad president.
Why can I not edit out this stream? William Golder says, is there a universe where Tom knows about Oxford United? Only Ian knows the answer to that. Ian, is there one?
We're still searching. I
know more about them than I know about, I don't know, Scunthorpe. Does that count? Or
I live near Scunthorpe.
Less said about that, the better. Kit Mainstone says we should bring back the quizzes we did in lockdown, which I think we really enjoyed, but
they just weren't very well received.
Yeah, literally getting to 100 views was lucky on those.
And thank you to everyone that watched our Bristol Rovers versus Oxford United versus Bristol Rovers preview. All 115 of you that watched it. We do appreciate it. And we do appreciate the comments that you got. And for everyone else that didn't watch it,
shame.
Missing out.
Don't apologize for interrupting Tom. It's what we're here for. Pipe down, Golder. Grandstand Bettors is about to film, but they stopped by to say Oxford 3-1. You heard it from them. If they say it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
Thank you, Grandstand. But what are you filming? An NFL video, no doubt. I take it. Or players are just coming out.
Robert Allen says he can't hear you, Ian. His tinfoil hat is covering his ears. They're both here all week. So we've got pessimistic Alan and optimistic Alan on the same stream right now, which is pretty exciting.
I know. There's only one other Alan brother that's like the neutral.
The calm Alan.
The Zen.
The Zen Alan. Zen Alan.
Exactly.
Right, so Ian, obviously, again, just to update you guys, Ian is watching the Oxford game, and we'll keep all of us updated with that. Please ask as many questions, comments, etc. as you can. William Golder is on the chat to insult me for the next hour and a half, so please join in that as much as you guys want. I have got the FA Cup and the rest of the League One matches alternating in front of my eyes, so I will keep you abreast of updates on that. If anyone
I'm glad you said that word. I was actually going to say to you if you could use the word abreast. I think it's a more cromulent word.
Oh, cromulent. I was about to look. Are there any other words you'd like me to use, Mr. Allen?
It's a bit of a Simpsons joke. That
I've got mainly the West Ham game in front of me, so I'll let you all know how Doncaster do.
Come on, you boys. Here come the boys out onto the pitch, striding out in their magnificent yellow jerseys. Oh, so good to see him playing. Seems like a long time since that Burton Albion game.
It's been 2 weeks, hasn't it?
The Papa John. I mean, I don't want to talk about Papa John's after last night, but the Papa John's trophy game, yeah, didn't really matter. Doesn't really hold in my memory. But that Burton game, they were good that day. Let's hope we get a bit of that. We want a strong start, get after this Rovers side early, put the pressure on them, like we did against Burton and like we did against Wimbledon. A couple of early goals, and then we can just all chillax,
relax, have a nice
and try and break. And remember, we are trying to break this curse. We're trying to break history. This is like, if Oxford win today, I would say this is like the Berlin Wall coming down. It is that.
Really glad you went with the Berlin Wall and not another Donald Trump joke.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Donald Trump is no joke. William Golder says, Ian, do we still sing 7 in a row? I feel like it's still recent enough that we can do, but obviously now the run is over, it's not going to be as big as it was.
Well, I mean, I think we have to kind of build the run up again, don't we? I mean, that's the thing. We've had our little moment in the sun against Swindon. They beat us fair and square, and now we need to go and get revenge on them later on in the season and start another run of 7 or 8. Hopefully, I mean, and I don't want Swindon to go down. I'm going to say that now, and I don't care if anyone gives me pelters for it. I want Swindon to stay up because I want the Oxford-Swindon derby to happen.
Yeah,
twice a year because it's a great game for the fans.
You like winning a game,
and hopefully we can go back to dominating them like we've done for many years.
Oh, many
recent
we need
years.
Stephen Davis to be going domination right now.
So a long pump forward by Rovers. And Oxford are just, oh God, here we go.
Uh,
Back into, here we go. No, okay, right.
To be honest, Matt Bowden says beating Fleet would be the Berlin Wolian.
That's actually very true.
Yeah.
That's actually very true, and that's coming up in a couple of weeks as well.
That's a real immovable object for you guys.
Yeah, that probably is more. But for the sake of this stream, we'll say there were 2 Berlin Wars, weren't there?
Sure.
So they'll say that's the second Berlin War then, the Fleetwood one.
Yes, because there are 2.
Me do history.
Yes, good. You are clever boy.
Right. So didn't come to much, that little Rovers attack, which Oxford kind of helped them create, and Oxford just trying to build out from the back. Long pumped up in the air ball by Ruffles, and Taylor gets clattered by their number 4, and Oxford get a free kick. Go on, like bloody! It's like I'm Radio Oxford come to this stream.
Yeah, I think I prefer you to Radio Oxford, though, if I'm being totally honest.
Oh, I actually don't mind Radio.
It's that stunning, dulcet tones.
I'm biased. I think as in terms of local. Okay. Long ball nearly got Bristol Rovers in behind. It nearly got Hanlon in, but it didn't control it, and it went out for a goal kick. I think in terms of local radio stations, coverage of local teams, I think theirs is pretty good. To be fair, I mean they're helped with it being like the only big side in the area, so they don't have to like break off to cover other sides.
And we go straight from covering Oxford United to Manchester United.
It's like, for example, if you're Bristol, Radio Bristol, you either got to pick Bristol City or Bristol Rovers to cover, isn't it?
But what if you're Tranmere? I mean, do you ever get coverage?
Yeah, you do feel sorry.
Third best club in Liverpool. Up 1-0 to the Hammers. They've just scored. Pablo Fornells.
Just to remind everybody as well, a couple of things. You may be currently. I'm on iFollow like everybody is. It's like as Bristol Rovers try to mount an attack down the left-hand side. Oh, guy's got a shooting chance. Edge of the box, he's got a free shot. Or blocked by, can't get it away, gone out for a corner. Blocked by Atkinson, and then Kelly had to scramble it behind for a corner. But that was, Oxford were a bit sloppy there, Tom. Left Bristol Rovers, pretty simple play, and they left a guy open on the edge of the box who, luckily, the shot was blocked by Atkinson. But you just need to be careful here, Oxford. But, so I'm at like 2 minutes 46. There might be a couple of people a few seconds ahead. But if you are ahead, try not to spoil things on goals or anything like that. If you're listening to the radio commentary, you might be a little bit ahead. But try not to spoil anything on goals. And Thomas is not watching the game. He is following live scores coming in from other games.
Yes.
And so if he shouts goal, he's not talking about the Oxford game. He's talking about other games. So don't get excited or annoyed at him. He's keeping us updated with all scores around the world.
Except you, William. You get annoyed at me all you like. We expect that from you.
Including the Chinese Premier.
Will Golder says that he'd be happy if Swindon dropped down to the conference.
Why? Really? I mean, I guess it'd be funny for them to suffer what we suffered for a couple of years, but would you not rather just play them and beat them?
I've just seen your message. Apparently I'm watching Pretend United now and I'm on thin ice. Matthew Bowden says the moonshot would be beating Spurs. Fleetwood and Spurs, the only teams who we haven't beaten in the league.
So who are the teams we haven't beaten in the league?
Fleetwood and Spurs. Although apparently Salford are now on that list because they're in the league.
Yeah, they would be, wouldn't they?
Yep. William Golder says goal.
What about Harrogate? What about Harrogate? Are they not on there too?
I mean, he hasn't given them, and I think Matthew Bowden is the current.
Yeah, but he obviously knows. Oxford probably have played him. They might have played him in the conference stage.
And he's our current specialist. He's our stats man. And yes, Robert Allen, I am Jeff Stelling. I get paid the big bucks, and Ian comes along just to ride the wave, really. Wimbledon are beating Crewe now 1-0. See who scored that goal for everybody. Piggott. There's a surprise. Piggott has scored.
Oh, there's a shocker.
No one saw that coming.
No. Probably, although Wimbledon haven't been in good form, they've struggled to score lately, haven't they? So
yeah, he was injured though for a while, wasn't he?
That will be a shock if that goes in. If that one stays as a Wimbledon win, that'll be a shock.
But I think Piggott's been injured recently.
Yeah, he didn't play against Oxford, did he? But Crewe are like really funny because they like have a good run of form and they get on the cusp of just getting in the playoffs, and then they like inexplicably lose a couple of games.
Yeah, that's been them all season, hasn't it? They put together really good runs and then they just you know,
They're a good side.
cancel games with Oxford, things like that.
Yeah, I mean, they cheat to win, but they're a good side.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to cheat against Oxford, though.
Okay. So Oxford haven't been able to get a foothold in this game really so far. I know it's only early days, but not been able to get the ball down and pass it too much. So been a bit scrappy.
Pessimistic Alan says that you guys look rusty, Ian. Would you agree with that statement?
Well, it's 5 minutes into the game, so I mean, give him a chance.
So yeah, I mean, alarm bells are ringing. Should Carl be sacked right now? Oxford fans, tell us.
Well, should Carl be sacked?
That easy?
Well, I mean, with the prize of Joey Barton out there.
Oh, now see, Ian, would you still be able to support Oxford United if they were managed by Joey Barton?
I guess you have to.
Yeah, it'd be tough though. It'd be really tough. On the plus side, you know that every time the other team like fouled one of your players, Joey Barton would be running on the pitch to like punch him in the eye or something. Which, you know,
I wonder if he's a little bit like. I mean, I wonder if he's a little bit like Steve Evans. Whereas if he's not your boss, everybody fucking hates him. But when he is your boss, you kind of like him because he's like always kind of, I don't know, always fighting the fight for your team.
Bad news for William Golder. Swindon Town 1, Charlton Athletic 0. Hallam Hope, right-footed shot from the edge of the box. Top left corner. Assist by Scott Twine. Swindon Town winning.
I think it's one of their new signings. Because I think I was like saying like it's going to say something like it's the hope that kills you. But that witty line got lost in editing.
Damn.
Long ball forward for Taylor to run on to, and he's done all right. Go on, Matty. Go on. Matty Taylor with a chance. Go. Oh, scuff. He did well, Taylor. He got the ball back out to Henry, I think, but the shot was like blocked by Bristol Rovers players. But again, that was simple ball over the top that he ran in behind and made a chance out of. So both sides of their main threat so far has just been long balls over the top, which is a bit of a surprise.
Will Golder says, why do I want to see Swindon in the conference? Remember when we went down? Remember how humiliating it was? I'd love to laugh at them for a couple of years.
I get that. Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah. If any of you are not watching the Oxford game, this Doncaster match is actually freaking awesome, which I had not think I was going to say out loud. And there's
Donnybrook Farm versus West Ham.
Yeah. Yes, the Bells versus the Hammers. For some reason.
So Bristol Rovers have got a free kick on the right-hand side and a bit of a cheap one given away by Ruffles, and they work it really well, actually. They've got a chance to get a ball in the box, but it is a dog shit cross that flies harmlessly out of play. And
we spoke about this in the pre-match.
They're pretty tidy so far. Playing football, Rovers look all right.
Look at you trying to be
So far, they've been the ones playing more. They've been the ones who've small sample size, I know, but they've tried to play it more on the ground than Oxford have and play it like out from the back. That move came from them not just lumping a free kick into the box, actually working it well.
Swansea City are leading Nottingham Forest 1-0, in case anyone cares. Just doing my job, Ian.
That's FA Cup. That's FA
Cup,
isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just doing FA Cup and League One results today. Gonna keep our loyal viewers informed of what's happening in the world of sport. Oh, good move from West Ham. This is quite funny to be watching two different games at the same time. Missed a one-on-one. What are you doing, Lanzini? Yeah. There's lots of goals around the league today, Ian. It's all kicking off.
That's good.
Yeah.
So far, as I pick my nose, it looks like Oxford are literally just trying to dump balls in behind for Taylor or Shadipo to run onto. I would like them to try and be a bit better in the build-up play than that. Maybe they'll start that move now.
You feel like
I haven't got McGuane on.
You feel like you want Oxford always to score an early goal because they're so unsettled when they don't score quickly. Like,
I would have agreed with that statement until like I saw them play Plymouth, where that's the one time this season where actually Pompey was a bit like that as well, where they did weather a lot of the pressure early in the game and got better as the game went on.
Bristol Rovers aren't Plymouth.
But generally this season, you're right. That has been when Oxford have gone a goal down.
Very nervy, from what I've seen, at least of them.
Yeah, or when it's been 0-0 a long
Yeah.
time, the game's got a bit nervy. But
yeah, right. So we're at the 10-minute mark now, Alan.
10-minute mark has gone. No goals yet. Not really. Couple of half chances for either side.
Yeah.
But Oxford look to break forward now. Got a chance to. I just don't like that ball. I don't like. Just don't like. No, you just gave like Henry trying to play like a long diagonal ball. Like, and Shadipo wasn't like out on the touchline. He was in the middle. I don't really see what you were trying to gain from that pass. He could have been a bit smarter there. And Bristol Rovers, to be fair, are actually working hard. They're pressing Oxford quite well. So not giving us a lot of time on the ball.
William Golder says his first game on his own was Swansea versus Oxford, and he thought they'd lost it and didn't realise their goal was disallowed, and it was miserable the whole trip back until it was pointed out to him that it was a draw.
When was that? Do you know the year?
I mean, Will's about 105, so maybe like 1932, 1933. Yeah, I went there.
Robert, if you're still in the chat, what was your first game? Because I think I remember it. It wasn't the game I'm talking about there with that, because that was my other brother I went to with that Mandela Effect game.
The Mandela Effect. What was my first game, Alan?
I think my brother's first game was like Oxford versus Sunderland.
That'd have been a good day. That'd be a good
match. Won 3. Yeah.
First game we went to was City,
sure.
Oxford, wasn't it?
Coventry, Oxford Coventry.
Was it the first game we went to?
In the Carabao Cup. Yeah. Literally, it was like August and it was like really sunny. And we went and that was when Brown and Gavin White, Marcus Brown scored.
Robert Allen says Oxford 3, Sunderland 0.
Very good. I thought it was. Mm-hmm. If I remember right, Dr. Kerry Evans scored a goal that day.
I'm going to assume you're being facetious when you say that.
I don't think I am. Or chance for Oxford down the side. Oh, really good cross in from Long. Did really well. Got to nearly the byline. Put a cross in. It deflected up, and it looked like Taylor might have been able to nod it in from about 4 yards, but the defender did well. But Oxford have a corner. This could be a good chance for
Atkinson.
To put some pressure on Rovers.
Atkinson header. It's going to happen finally, Ian.
Yeah. As I say, it looks like McGuane's down injured. Got a bit of a problem.
Not good news. Not good news.
Yeah, it looks like he's like, I don't know if he's like been run into the advertising board. But he's down holding his knee and he looks in a lot of pain. That doesn't look good at all. But Bristol Rovers aren't that great at defending set pieces, so this is a chance for Oxford. Go on, Atkinson. He has it, but he's not in a scoring position.
Shoot!
But he wins another corner. He does win another corner.
Woke Realist says 1996 season. Robert Allen said the goal scorers were Simpson, Magilton, and Beauchamp.
Oh, was it? Simpson, Magilton, and
William Gold says his first match was before they went down to the conference, so maybe around 2004 to 2007. King Walsh of the Dank Memes, Ian's favorite name for a YouTube channel, is started watching Oxford when we got up to League One. Come on, you yellows. And Robert Allen says Dr. Seri Evans did play for United in the 90s.
Seri Evans. Oxford are having to make a change. Brannigan is coming on for Marcus McGuane. So really, I hope he's not injured for a long time. It didn't look like it was a muscle pull or anything. It just looks like, I don't know, it was difficult to tell. It looks like he's still down there. They haven't moved him. He's off, so it's not great.
Is it a stretcher jobby?
But Oxford corner caused problems again. Keeper flapping a bit. Ball goes back in. Oh, another good chance. Another good bit of defending as well on the back post because Moore was there to just nod it in from about 2 yards, but the defender did well. But Oxford look like they're causing problems from these.
Get that
aerial.
We need that Atkinson header. We've been waiting long enough. We talked about it on live streams. We talked about it in pre-match. We need an Atkinson header finally. Plus, then you can start betting on it week in, week out.
Atkinson's just as likely to like run the ball out of defence and smash it in from about 35 yards, though. So
Goals. We want goals.
Well, when I say just as likely, he's got the potential to. He's never done it yet. Oh, keep it easy ball for the keeper to gather. Oh, no.
Ball in the box for Donny. Oh, well cleared.
Who saw Well, they're getting a stretcher out for McGuane. Oh, for fuck's sake! Just what we didn't bloody need. To be fair, we've been as unlucky as we were at the start of the season with injuries. We have been quite lucky in the last few months to really not pick up any. So, good ball in behind. Good ball for Brannigan to run in behind.
What else have we got?
Oh, another great cross in. Another Tadipo finding himself wide right, which is odd. And so good to see Brannigan back in the Oxford side. Go on, run at him, Shadipo. Down, that's it. Get that ball, good ball in again. Oh, Oxford caused a lot of problems. That was Ruffles with a header, which just kind of like I don't think he was expecting him to head to get it. He wasn't expecting the ball to come to him, so it just sort of hit his head and then just like looped back to the keeper. But not nice to see McGuane off on a stretcher. Let's hope he's okay.
Kerry Evans was a New Zealand international, says Matthew Bowden. Woke Realist says Super Joey Beauchamp. You just murdered his name.
My brother confirmed he was a doctor there, didn't he? It's Beecham.
No, Beauchamp.
Okay,
Beauchamp. Good. And Golder says that wasn't his first game. He went to that one because his mum supported Swansea. He says his first match was 92 or 93, but he can't remember.
God, I'll tell you, there's some. When you think about some of the sides we used to play in, like League Two, around about the start of the 2000s, and we played Hull, and we used to play Swansea, and look how like they went flying up the leagues, and we just melted down into the conference.
Slowly just sunk into the primordial ooze of English football.
Right. I remember a game right at the start of the League Two season where Oxford and Swansea, it was only like 3 or 4 games in, where Oxford and Swansea were both unbeaten, and they played at the Kassam. And Oxford, like, it was 0-0, and then Oxford scored 3 goals in like the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game. Just complete one of them was like a goalie doing a complete air shot, and like allowed a striker to run through. But I always think about that when they were like riding high with Rodgers in the Premier League.
Woke Realist says I'm saying Beauchamp wrong. I don't get it. All you people that are telling me I'm saying it wrong doesn't make any sense to me.
And he thinks he's not doing a bit here, folks. He is literally, that is how he says it. It's Beecham. He doesn't want to know.
Matt Bowden.
He'll also call him Maggleton instead of Magilton.
Magilton, right? Jack Watson says hello. Hello, Jack Watson. Matt Bowden says Beauchamp, not Beecham. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I see you.
You're encouraging him now. You know he's not going
Robert Allen says Evans was a doctor and a New Zealand international. Yeah.
Can you be 2 things?
You can in football, Ian.
For fuck's sake, pick one.
No other job.
Over chance running into the box. Go on. That's a frustrating thing about him. He got half a yard then. He could have had a shot, or he could have got across him, but then he tries to turn back and go the other way, and he stumbles and ends up being a goal kick for Rovers. But Oxford's certainly looking a lot better now in this last 10 minutes. I would say Oxford have been the better side in this last 10 minutes, causing problems.
Ian, I have shocking news for you. Sunderland are winning a football match.
Wow, good on them.
1-0.
Good on them.
Let's see. Wyke scores. McGeady with the assist against Shrewsbury Town.
Charlie Wyke. It's like the one beacon of hope with that for them in the last few weeks.
Christ. No other goals to talk about. No other goals.
Like when they were losing to Plymouth in the week, I just put the Sunderland Twitter feed on, and the first comment I read was, I'm gonna have to rinse my eyes out with acid after this game. And I felt that perfectly just summed up like the mood of Sunderland fans.
I feel bad for them. I really do. Apparently Jesus wept for me, and I will cross a line if I mess up Super Joey's name, says Will Golder.
Shoot. Henry with a chance to shoot. Brannigan out wide. Long chance to get a ball into the box. Plays it to Henry inside the box. Come on, someone get a fucking shot on.
Shoot!
Brannigan. Oh, just overplaying a little bit there, Tom.
I mean, Carl does love a good overplay.
Yeah, it's just like literally someone just. It was tight. Bristol Rovers have marked as well, but it's like someone just trying. You need to get half a yard to try and get a shot away. But looking good. But players looking all right. I mean, so far Shadipo looks really good. Taylor looks lively. Henry looks good. Branners has looked good since he's come on as well.
Who else have we got?
Oh, striding through the back. Go
on. King Walsh of Dank Memes. We're looking good. Just hope one of those crosses can be met by actually Taylor.
I tell you, that was such a centre-back pass from Elliot Moore on the edge of the box. He was on the edge of the box, and Oxford end up with the ball back in their own half because of his bad ball out to Ruffles. Played it 20 yards behind him. Oh, Oxford Brannigan in space in the box.
Go on, Zap.
Skews his shot just wide. But Oxford piling on the pressure now, Thomas.
So are they turning the screw, Alan?
I would say they have the momentum of a runaway freight train.
Steamrolling Bristol. The curse is going to be lifted. We know the curse is going to be lifted.
Don't say it yet. Don't say it yet. No,
I'm not.
Literally.
Can I say words?
Well, we're getting to the point if it goes on and it's 0-0 or Rovers score, we have got more extreme measures. I've got an exorcist on speed dial. I am willing to draw a chalk art outline of a pentagram on the floor.
Surprised wifey hasn't already done that for you.
I don't want to prep. That. She wouldn't want anything. That is genuine holy water, though. That isn't just stuff. And I got garlic.
I can't believe how well stocked you are.
As I said, I have got they're around here somewhere. I do have silver bullets, and I am wearing a Ghostbusters.
But where's your cross, Ian?
Well, that is true.
I mean, that's the most basic of protective amulets that you could have right now. What were the odds of amulets, cromulent, and a breast being said in this stream? Like at the beginning,
I would say cromulent is probably almost a guarantee.
Yeah.
Because that is one of my favourite lines from The Simpsons. Okay.
But the rest of them?
I kind of planned out that little bit, right, of saying about the so I was expecting some weird and wacky shtick.
This isn't shtick. This is just us. Woke realist. Lol. Jack Watson. Since when could we multitask? No multitasking. You're one thing.
What do we need to multitask?
I think he's talking about doing two things, isn't he? Being two things, both New Zealand and the Doctor.
Yeah, but blokes can't do that, can they?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. That's why he's asking the question, since when could we multitask? King Walsh of the Dankest Memes says, loving the background, Ian, and still can't believe Swindon are winning a football match considering their poor form. Yeah, honestly, neither can I. And Matt Bowden says, we're bossing this.
Are they playing Charlton?
They are playing the Charlton.
They are a side that's struggling as well, aren't they? There's got to be some pressure. I know they got their sort of off the field problems still, but they've probably got some injuries and suspensions. But I'd imagine there's some discontent growing towards Bowyer.
Let us know, fans. Let us know.
Even though he's done a fucking great for that club.
You know what fans are like, Ian.
Well, yeah, of course. It's a result. It is a results business, and I'm sure they're as baffling as weird as it seems. I'm sure there are some Wolves fans that don't want Nuno.
There is some weird stuff going on with Nuno Espirito. Like the BBC wrote a whole article on has he taken this team as far as he can.
They've just been waiting to write that for months, haven't they?
Freaking Wolves!
Wolves have been far too good for.
Yeah,
let's be fair. If they have a crappy season and they finish like 15th,
it's still
who cares? As long as they stay up. That's the big. And I'm getting on a Wolves tangent on an Oxford stream, and Rovers have a chance to load a ball into the box here with a free kick out wide. But the biggest problem with Nuno is it's worked well for him, but he likes to operate with a small squad. So when you do have those injuries to key players, he doesn't have the depth, and that is showing massively.
Yeah, they just signed a striker today.
And they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that. So, yeah, funneled it away. Come on, second ball, get it out. Well played. Rovers still have it, though. Although the guy... Yeah, number 14 for Rovers. Who was that? McCormack. Highlighted him as being one of their key players. He has the ball in space, kicks it onto one foot onto the other, and the ball rolls out of play for a throw into Oxford. Good bit of skill.
Will Golder, I agree with you. I also wish Oxford would hurry up and score. I get nervous when they don't score for long periods of time. Woke Realist says Swindon or shit.
Those run of 2-0 defeats do linger long in the memory, don't they? Paying £10 a match to watch us lose 2-0 every week.
I mean,
or sometimes even twice a week. That was
I feel like they should give you some money back for that.
It's almost like there was like some games as well where it's been 1-0 heading into like the last 5 minutes, and it's almost like the Oxford players. Well, we might as well just give them another goal.
I mean, they deserve it. It'll make them happier. No other goals in League One yet, Ian. So league table not changing a huge amount right now.
No other goals yet, but Shadipo has just... It looks like he's switched flanks, and he's playing on the right-hand side. Yellow card for Rovers after the guy chops him down, but a chance for Oxford to load a ball, get a free kick into the box, and maybe this will be the goal we're all looking for.
Please.
Remember, everybody, load up your super chats for the goal. We only accept £50 super chats for Oxford goals, and £100 super chats for everything else.
Yes. King Walsh the Dank Meme says 2-0 to Oxford, 38th minute Taylor goal. Mark his words. So 12 minutes to go for that, right? About 12 minutes? 10 minutes?
Yeah, about 11. Yeah, he's about 11 minutes by my watch.
I will accept this. I mean, I'd rather the goal was now, and I could calm down a little bit. But we'll take it. We'll take it.
I'm pretty calm. Bit of a shit ball into the box, headed out by the first defender, and then obviously the obligatory not allowed to touch anybody in the penalty area, because as soon as you do, the referee blows for a foul. And play, yeah, it's like the non-contact sport of football evolves on.
It's weird. I don't like the rules anymore of football. I'm very confused by a lot of them, if I'm being totally honest. Just don't seem real. Seems like we're making it up as we go. Oh, Ian, a goal! And it is in the biggest match of the day, if we're being honest, because Hull City lead Portsmouth 1-0. And it's an own goal.
Who's the goal scorer? An own goal?
Maug? What Maug?
Is that an own goal?
It is an own goal. It is an own goal.
Do you know what's quite funny about that? And I'll say this just after this Bristol Rovers attack fizzles out. Well done, Rob. Oh, brilliant by Rob Atkinson. Superb. Got to get the ball away now. Oh, still fucking around with it. Go on, get it out. Clear it. And, well, we wanted to clear it, but he skews it out for a throw-in for Rovers. But when Pompey beat Hull 2-0, both the goals were own goals.
So they've now played 2 matches. 3 goals have been scored. None of them in the right goal.
Yep, all own goals.
Brighton are Brighton are beating Blackpool 1-0. Basuma with the goal, Alzate with the assist. So a Premier League club are actually beating a League One side, and they're looking money for it. 74% possession. Blackpool are going to have to pull some magic out of a hat to win that fixture.
Yeah. Nice little free hit for them.
Yep, and they played a strong team. So I mean, you got to say they probably deserve it.
Great for Rovers down the like, so cross into the box, clear it. Oh, great header by Ruffles, and well done by Kelly. Cleared the danger. But Rovers have a little period of play now, but that ball goes harmlessly up for a goal kick. You still haven't had no real shots of note. Either keeper have had to make a save yet, so just a little bit. That's a disappointing thing. Not a bad game though. Not pretty.
It sounds like there's a fair amount of attacking going on in it.
Yeah, it's not been a bad game at all. Just absolutely like no one's been clinical yet.
We need some clinicians. That's the correct term, right? Magic. Clinicians.
A little bit of where's Joey Beauchamp when you need him?
Good old Beauchamp. He's my favorite player.
Oh,
Beauchamp, Ian. It's Beauchamp. Jesus Christ.
West Ham and Swindon's greatest ever player.
Oh my goodness. Right. Yep. Only 4 goals thus far scored in the League One, up to 30 minutes of games. The FA Cup also a significant lack of goals. Blackpool still winning, Swansea winning, West Ham winning. Not a lot of upsets coming our way at all.
No, but Oxford have a chance to get a ball in the box with Long. And Ruffles nearly got on it at the back stick. Looked like he fouled a defender, but the referees play on. But Oxford causing some problems with their crosses.
It's good.
Just haven't got anybody on the end of it just quite yet. It's just not not quite bouncing our way at the moment. Shadipo plays it off a defender, and it is a corner to Oxford United. 31 minutes gone. It's getting up to the time where the first goal will be scored.
Yeah, 7 minutes away.
38th minute prediction.
Yeah, we're King Walsh Dank Memes. We're holding you to this.
Delay the taking of this corner for 7 minutes.
Yes. Everyone stop what you're doing. Someone lie down on the ground. Hurt yourselves. Feign an injury. Feign it. Oh, man. God, I thought there'd be more goals in League One today. There's so many good games. You'd think Lincoln would have scored against Northampton. You feel like Peterborough are going to net like 4 against Ipswich. Obviously, Gillingham and Rochdale are playing, so Rochdale must continue.
Go!
There it is.
Go! Get in there. It was King of Dank Memes. Unfortunately, you are incorrect. Get in there. Matty Taylor with a goal. A corner, as we highlighted in our preview show, Bristol Rovers struggled from set pieces. They couldn't clear the ball. Oxford kept it alive. I think there was good work by Moore in there, and the ball just fell to Taylor about 3 yards out. It's where you want him. Isn't it? Absolutely brilliant forward play. Good work by Ruffles. Good work by Elliot Moore, the skipper. And there's, perfect. What Oxford needed. Looks like I can get the old. Don't need to call the priest out yet.
Put the garlic away,
Things are going.
Or eat it. Either of the two things, really.
It's like the whatever it is. Whatever the mystical thing is, the veil has not been torn into the netherworld. But also, great goal for Oxford. Really nice sort of goal. I enjoy Oxford scoring. I like them. I like them scoring those kind of scruffy goals, where like they're just kind of like easy goals. Because I think that's one of the things we struggled with early on in the season. It's nice to see we get our quota of crappy. Like Taylor's in the team, isn't it? Just to
tap the ball
score those
little taps. Yeah, you needed an actual striker there.
So that's his 10th for the season now for old Matty T.
He's 5th in the scoring of the charts, Ian. But I will update us on this.
So chat's in now for a goal.
Yes.
Well, the comment boards must be lighting up, Thomas.
The comment boards are boom, boom, boom. Matthew Bowden. Boom, with a super chat. Thank you very much. Let's just highlight that. Woo! Matthew Bowden, boom. Robert Allen, boom. Yeah, boom is a thing now on this channel. Well done, Matthew Bowden. You patented that for this channel. Jane Flaxington, Ian, does that mean Oxford just scored a goal? Yes, Jane Flaxington, it does. 1-0, very exciting. King Walsh of Dank Memes says 6 minutes. And William Golder says, build it up in yellow and blue.
That's a pretty good score prediction to be. That was a pretty good.
It's close.
I'll give him. It's in pretty much the ballpark.
If we could highlight a comment in this, we'd highlight that. Well done, all of you. Thank you. This is good. I'm enjoying this now. Couple really quick score updates for people that don't care because Oxford are winning. Woo!
I got the score update.
Yeah.
It's Oxford United 0, Bristol Rovers 0.
Nope.
Oh, no, wait. Sorry, no, it's not. It's 1-0 to Oxford.
Oh, you're funny. West Ham are 2-0 up now. Swansea City are 2-0 up now. And League One continues to offer up very little right now.
Hey, we got the goal we wanted, though, folks.
We did.
We got the goal we wanted.
And it's time for your update. Matty Taylor, with that goal, moves into a tie for the 4th highest... Oh, no. For the 5th highest scorer, because obviously Joe Pigott has scored today, which moves him into a tie for 3rd place with John Marquis. Currently leading the league is a tie between Luke Jeffcott and Johnson Clark Harris.
Yeah.
Facts.
Both Jeffcott's done a wonderful job for Plymouth.
It's weird how Jeffcott and Piggott both are playing at clubs you would not expect.
Oxford have won the ball. Great chance. Literally, Bristol Rovers trying to play the ball out from the back, and I think it may have been Henry that won the ball, and really great chance to score a second. His pass just was to no one, unfortunately, in the 6-yard box. But good. Bristol Rovers look a bit all over the place at the moment, Tom, I've got to say.
We talked about this in the pre-match. The Bristol fan on here, who was on here earlier, stated it defensively. They're a shambles right now.
Don't look like the B-dizzle that usually comes to the Kassam.
Christina Allen has super chatted us. Hello, Christina Allen. Thank you very much.
Oh my! There's a charity. Thank you.
We take charity on this channel, all right? We take all the charity. Crew
was it £50?
It was for £3,422 and 8 pence, Ian. She says that's gotta loss to you for the rest of your life, though. Apparently, it's your inheritance. Crew Alexandra have equalized against AFC Wimbledon. Finney with a goal in the 31st minute as Crew are coming back, and they actually look on top in this game if the statistics are to be believed.
Would you go as far as to say they've pulled it back?
Yes.
I
don't like you.
That's all right. I'm 40. I can have that childish sense, that immature sense of humour. Right.
Yes. Bristol City have taken the lead against Millwall. It's 1-0 to Bristol City. They're away. I'm gonna.
Dowder. Was it Callum O'Dowder?
No, Dieta.
That's how it spells it.
No, it is a thoroughly different looking name. 32nd minute, he scored a penalty. It's 1-0 to Bristol City. It's time for goals. It seems to be that time of the day, doesn't it? Everyone's scoring now. Come on, League One. Give us more goals.
Rovers have a throw-in on the... it seems to be the only place they've attacked down so far. It has been the right-hand side, down like Ruffles' side. I don't remember them ever trying to attack down.
I mean, that sounds rash because Ruffles is quite an accomplished left back.
They've tried to take any chances down the other side against Long at all. Everything's come down this side, and it's been all right. I mean, they've created some half chances. Really crappy clearance by Atkinson put us under pressure, but there's your depot with another crappy clearance. Come on, Oxford, clear the ball properly.
No one is going to be surprised to hear this, but pessimistic Alan has come out and said a second goal would be nice. Now we're on top. You can see Bristol Rovers nicking one.
He's terrible, isn't he? He's terrible.
He is the pessimist.
Literally, watch this game. If you watch this game as a neutral, you would say Oxford are firmly in the ascendancy.
I have to.
Rovers do not look like nicking a goal.
I have to give. I think
obviously it's only 1-0, so they can. But you wouldn't say it's likely at the moment.
I think we have to give William Golder a bit of credit because I actually think I stole pessimistic Alan and optimistic Alan from him, and it's very accurate right now. It's very accurate.
He does have to realise there are 3 Alan brothers.
No, the third one doesn't exist. Doesn't exist.
Okay, is that my man? I'm sure I did have another brother.
I thought you did as well, but he doesn't exist because he's not here. And if he was your real brother, he'd be here with us right now, sitting through this.
He's been on Very Biased Opinions before. He's in the early years. He went to an Oxford Blackpool game where it was 3 brothers.
Oh, 3 brothers! I remember 3 brothers. It was the cats that attacked you that I enjoyed the most on that, though. I'll be honest. You guys didn't do a whole lot as the trio, but the cats were pretty.
Just needs to go to a game with a guy called John Michael Vincent.
Maybe some old ladies with tomato guns. Robert Allen says, "Well, you can." I'm assuming see them scoring a goal.
Good argument.
Pipe down, pessimist.
So you can see why he was a debating.
You are wrong. Why? Because I'm right. That's all you need to know. It's all you need to know.
I used to say I'm older than you, so that's why I'm right.
The Oxford goal has finally come through on my matchup day, and Swindon Town are winning 2-0 down or 2-0 up. Sorry, against Charlton. Palmer's scored. I mean, I don't think there's any Charlton fans watching this, but what the hell is happening over there? What are you doing?
Right. Chance again to get the ball. Get the good ball. Kelly. That's supposed to be your wheelhouse, son. You're supposed to be like our Pirlo.
He is. He's got a great range of
Chance
passing for League One. Like, genuinely, a really great range of passing.
He does, but he didn't show it there. That was one club too many, and I don't know what that means, but that's what it was.
Yes.
Oh, I'd say that's a foul. And Oxford got a bit lucky there. But now Atkinson can maraud out from the back for the first time today.
Would you say he's
Even
like a young
Rob.
Rio Ferdinand?
Oh, great chance. Oh! Fucking another great ball into the box, but this time by Ruffles. Just one of those ones that's just sort of like bouncing between, like bouncing along the 6-yard line, like curving away from the keeper so he couldn't come for it. And Taylor was just sort of bundled out by 2 defenders. It was a great ball in.
Excellent.
Oxford, literally, really, I can see a second goal coming, Tom. I really can.
Mate, it sounds like a very good game, if we're being completely honest. Like, it sounds really good. I only wish I could see it.
It has been pretty decent. I'd say, like, what's his name? Shadipo's impressed me in this game. It looked good. It's just like, the way he started, he looked like he was like a boy playing men's football. But now he like feels like he like knows what's expected of him. He's used to the physicality of it, and
he's actually
knows that he can just get the ball. Yeah, he just knows he can just get the ball and run at people instead of having to like do step overs and be tricky. Just use your pace, get to the byline, get the ball in the box. Keep it simple.
Shadipo's got a really good amount of goals for the club as well. I think he's the second highest scorer.
Unbelievable. Yeah. And like literally really good move by Kelly to find space from the throw in. Ruffles, crap touch. But has a chance to get a cross in, cleared out for a corner. Let's see if we can get that second goal. Another one from a corner, please. But all his goals seem to be spectacular. And I don't think he'd barely scored. I don't think he had scored a professional goal till he came to
That's
Oxford.
incredible.
He's got like 7.
Yeah.
5 or 7.
Especially now that the run you guys have been on since you started drawing and winning games, he's been fantastic.
And obviously, he missed that. He did score 2 goals against Burton, but he missed an absolute sitter for the hat trick, which I'm sure still gives him. I'm sure still gives him the odd sleepless.
He felt bad for him. Robert Allen says that if you lose 2-0 to Swindon, you should just accept relegation now. Hard to argue with that.
Oh.
What's happened?
Matty Taylor again.
Close.
But low corner in, which made Taylor had to dive forward to try and head it back. And he obviously just headed it over the bar. But he did well to get it as close as he did.
Ian, shock horror in the FA Cup. Sheffield United are winning another game of football. Basham scored. Sharp with the assist. Another League One side. Green Army, Plymouth Argyle losing.
They're doing a Wigan.
They're going to win it and get relegated. That's it. Poor Plymouth.
Like Wigan.
Exactly like Wigan. I think.
Can I just say something? I just want to throw this out to the group while we have a couple of minutes before half-time. Hopefully no action will happen in this time. There's always this debate about what we can do to make the FA Cup better. And they always throw out, they should give a Champions League place to the winner, which I think is a fucking horrible idea. What does anybody else think about that? While Rovers have a chance to get a ball in the box, which is cleared by Goran, which is a name I've not said that much, which shows you he's had quite a quiet afternoon so far, Alex Goran, but he did well there.
Control you've been in.
What do you all think about? Because I think that's an absolute shocking idea. But what does anybody else think?
Just really quickly, does everyone else agree that if there were fans in the ground, these games would be significantly better? Like the FA Cup specifically needs fans in it.
Well, I'd say from a obviously in Oxford Bristol Rovers is usually a really well attended game as well, and Rovers usually pack out that away end. They would probably bring about 2,000 fans.
It's a free celebration to them, isn't it? Like they know they're going to win normally, so you may as well.
Of course, they do well, but they're obviously not that far either. So they usually absolutely pack it, and they do. So I'm sure there is that element, but there's got to be also that element of like players are kind of used to it now.
I know they're used to it, but like Doncaster Rovers would probably have like 5,000 fans up. Well, maybe not 5,000 fans, but they'd have a large contingent in the London Stadium. It'd be awesome.
That FA Cup is different. Like if again, it would have been amazing if it was a shitty game, Wolves Chorley. Yeah. But if Chorley would have had the fans yesterday, it would have been even more difficult for Wolves.
William Golder says, Basham. Do you guys remember Stevie Basham back in the day?
Of course, I remember Stevie Bash.
You, Alan.
I like Stevie Bash. He never got the goals that his play deserved. But I thought he was a really great footballer, really intelligent footballer as well. I don't think I'd be an Oxford fan that's got many bad words to say about Stevie Bash.
Ian, how much extra time are we being given in this game?
Doesn't tell me, but they are literally 45 seconds into injury time, with Oxford just playing away nicely on the edge of the box, with Shadipo playing it out wide to, nice, Kelly in the area.
William Golder has just super chatted us. Thank you, Big Will. He says I need to buy a proper shirt, but I would say, does this one not work? What's wrong with this?
This is a proper shirt.
Or is it? No, it's you, Alan. You buy a proper shirt.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts, son.
Unbelievable.
Also, have worked that really well quite a few times this game, of that over on the right hand side between like Shadipo, Long, and whoever's like been the midfield runner, and they've created a lot of like crossing opportunities and chances. It's really good football by them. Corner is cleared though, which I imagine will probably bring half time. Although there was a bit of a break from McGuane's injury, so there might be another minute or so.
Oh yeah, he was down for a little while, wasn't he?
But has anybody commented on the FA Cup?
No. Basham apparently went to Exeter when we lost to them in the playoff semi-final, and it broke his heart.
Yeah, he also played for Hayes and Yeading when they beat Oxford, I remember, at the Kassam Stadium, because I remember he scored 2 goals and he didn't celebrate. Ooh. That is half-time, though, folks.
Right.
We are at the old... I like to call the old HT.
Ladies and gents, we are going to take a 10-minute break so I can go pee, primarily. But we will be back with about 5 minutes before the second half.
Oh, nice. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the one concurrent viewer. Hopefully, there'll be more. But if it is just us, that makes it nice and intimate and buddy-buddy, doesn't it? But good first half for Oxford. They certainly grew into the game as the half went on, and for large periods they were the side in the ascendancy, I thought, and definitely without really making their keeper work too much. I certainly thought they were the side that created the better opportunities and deserved to be 1-0 with a very nice finish from Matt Taylor, showing his predatorial instincts by jabbing a little goal in from about 5 yards. Exactly what we need from him, exactly what we need from Oxford. We know that was obviously I joke a lot about the history and the hoodoo, but if you take that out of the equation, the biggest thing was we haven't played for such a long time. We've been on a good run, and it was about keeping that momentum going, and so far we're on track for doing that. Doesn't mean we're going to jump up the league a bunch, but to make that 5 league wins in a row,
right,
really special.
Ian Allen, I have got the stats. I no longer have a face, but I'm told by many of the viewers that they prefer it that way. So if you'd like to quickly go over any of them.
Oh, I can actually update you on that.
Good. Everyone voted me off the channel in one swift movement. But yeah, I mean, like, looking at it, Oxford United, they're in control. They've outpossessed the opposition, which we know is like my favorite statistic on God's green earth. Bristol Rovers committing more fouls, Oxford more corners, more shots on target, more shots in general. And, you know, they turned their shots into goals, which at the beginning of the season they weren't doing. So, feeling confident, Ian.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's been a pretty... other than the fact that I enjoy doing these live streams, it's been a very pleasant watch so far. It's been an enjoyable watch, and Oxford have played well. I haven't felt too many nervy moments from Bristol Rovers, but obviously at 1-0, they're absolutely not out of the game. But generally, I've enjoyed Oxford's play. I'd like them to work the goalie a bit more, but I feel the build-up play has been really good, and I think they've played some pretty good football, and they look good from set pieces. So can't really complain. Second half just kicking off with the traditional long ball out to the wing, which goes straight out for a throw-in.
Why?
Which you see
Why
up and down the country.
Teams do this all the time. I don't get it.
And do you know what, Tom? They've been doing it as long as I've been watching football as well. It's like play it back to a midfielder. Everybody charges forward. They bomb a ball to the wing.
God knows, just possessing it for 30 seconds, letting your players get in the right position, then trying to pass it forward. That's against the rules, right?
It's all about bombardment. Hit hit them with that. It's like kind of like it may not have worked for the 1,000 times before, but that mean in sales that means
We've
you're
had enough
closer
of the
to it
fails.
working,
Eventually, we're
closer
gonna
to
have
the
some
yes.
success.
Oh, Bristol Rovers are in. Bristol Rovers are in down that got a chance. Great cross in. That was nearly 1-1. That was nearly 1-1. Ruffles got a bit lost there, and I think it was McCormack who got away from him. And they put a good ball in, and it was just too far ahead of their guy coming in at the back post. But it was if he would have got there, it would have been a tap in. But nervy signs.
Robert Allen, we will get back to your quote about the cup, and we will talk about the cup again in a minute. But we'll let League One take center stage for a couple seconds here. William Golder though says that that you are wearing the Ghostbusters middle-aged Englishman edition. Albert Wooden, who hasn't commented before, Husky Boy.
Husky
Is it from the
Boys
same
is
company
size.
that Freddie Flintoff works for, where he advertises shirts and stuff? Is that the same thing?
I can tell you the company was
Albert
called
Wooden is on the
Primark.
channel. He just said okay when I said we'll be back in the second half. But Albert, it's good to see you. Let us know what you think of the game.
Another chance for Rovers, Tom. In again on the left-hand side this time. Ball out to the box. Shooting chance. Deflected. What? Oh, my God. What are we doing? I tell you, that is two really good chances Rovers have had at the start of this half. Ball came back to the guy on the edge of the box, and his shot was blocked, and it looped up. And I can't see who it was. I'll tell you on the replay. It's gone to their number 42, who is a go-go, who's open in space about 8 yards out, but his other player like runs into him, and it means he just it just rolls off his foot and goes harmlessly wide. But another good chance for Rovers there, and Oxford sloppy start to the second half of the
Brother
use.
Allen did say he could see a goal being scored, so that's a thing.
Wow.
He is. It's
is
those advanced
years
of age that he has that have allowed him to learn these facts. Albert Witten and 2M Duke both commented. 2M Duke said decent half. Obviously, Albert Witten just said okay. But nice to see both of you. Glad to have you here. Let us know again what you're thinking of the game. Let us know if you're watching it. I'm honestly, Ian, surprised that they've attacked down Ruffles' side so much in the first half. Because if I was targeting one of your right or left backs to attack, it wouldn't be Ruffles. No, I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't.
Well, you would target Ruffles. Interesting, I should say. I mean, it depends where your strengths are, doesn't it? It depends where your better winger is, I guess. And weird. I mean, arguably, I would say Sam Long's been Oxford's best player, really, this season. I would say been the most dependable player. So, and Ruffles has had the odd shaky game or the odd shaky moments in games. So maybe it's not a massive surprise, but I don't see a huge weakness down either flank.
Being honest,
if I'm totally honest, and I mean Ruffles is he's a good player. It doesn't always. Sometimes his lack of pace shows him up a little bit. I would say you might get more of a rash moment at someone like Long. I'd say he might be more likely to kind of like do something silly to try and like get that last minute block. But yeah, I don't know. Definitely, I don't know. Interesting that you would see it that way. I kind of maybe would see it at this Oxford this season. I probably would.
Really quickly, League One updates. So you get a chance to do it before half time. Gillingham now lead. Ian's favourite club, Rochdale, 1-0. Ian, hold your head in your hands and weep for the sorrow that is the Dale. Wigan are still drawing with Fleetwood, which means we've got about 6 goals to come in the second half. That should be pretty exciting. And let's just have a quick look at the FA Cup. Blackpool equalised with the last kick of the half. Luke Garbett, ex-Oxford Loney. Luke Garbett with the assist. Medine with the goal. I want to say it's Gary, but God knows I can't get anyone's name right these days, so I won't be quoted on that. And what else have we got going on? That's it. Oh, okay. Bristol City, already told you about that. Ian, did you know Arsenal lost today?
I did know Arsenal lost today, Tom. They lost 1-0 to Southampton. And I actually didn't watch much of the game, but not surprising when I saw Arsenal's team sheet, really.
Arsenal as a club, no matter who the manager is, can't take the FA Cup seriously and yet still get so far in it every year. Until now.
But good to see. But on the flip
Yeah,
side, good to see Housenhout will take it seriously, and good to see him play a very strong side. And because we said there's no reason why Southampton shouldn't target this as an opportunity
yeah. I
to
mean,
go really
there's
far in the
3 or 4
FA Cup.
clubs like Everton and West Ham we've talked about, and Spurs that are going to be looking at the FA Cup and go, well, it's a trophy, isn't it? Let's actually win it this year. We got a chance. Uh,
And as always, just real as a football club, real credit to Southampton for the way they kept that guy on, because he did look like
oh
a
yeah,
dead man
oh yeah.
walking after that 9-0 last season. And he's just like, it would have been easy for him to just them to get rid of him and him to just like go out of English football really, and you wouldn't have been seen what a good manager he is
He's
and what
like
a
a
good job he's
version
done
of
with his
Jurgen Klopp that
Southampton
doesn't
side.
complain as much.
Kelly with a weak cross, but the first time Oxford have tried, really kind of got in behind Bristol Rovers. Bit of a crap cross by Kelly, really, behind for a throw in. But chance for Mido to do something clever. He's got some space.
For
And he's won
Blackpool,
a
not for
corner.
Blackpool, for Bristol.
And that's where everybody join me in a quick chorus of
Come on,
meat
Oxford, give
pie
us a
sausage
goal.
roll.
Ooh.
Ooh, we've got a goal.
William Golder's back. Will, good to have you back. Robert Allen, did you say a go-go, Ian? Didn't Rovers have an a go-go playing for them 10 years ago?
I think that's Agogo. This is Ogogo. They had a junior Agogo. I think they did. They only
Oh,
had
man.
junior Agogo. And this
This is scintillating
Ogogo.
television, ladies and gentlemen.
So
This is what you came for.
yeah,
This
it
is
does
it,
sound like
right
I'm
here.
really good corner. Just to say, one of those ones where it caught Bristol Rovers off guard. Instead of putting the ball in the box, he played it along the floor to Kelly on the edge of the box for a shooting chance, which was deflected behind for another corner. But not a great strike from Kelly, but good
Norwood with an assist,
creativity.
Sharp with a goal, Sheffield United beating the Green Army now, 2-0. That tie looks done now. Poor League One sides. League One sides are not faring well. Blackpool may be the lone one to survive this round at this rate. Have they?
I think West Ham have just scored as well.
I think they have a corner on my screen.
Bit crap.
How are you ahead in that game? I've been watching it for longer as well. That was a great effort from Souček. Souček, full volley from 30 yards out.
I'm watching it.
Oh, yeah.
It's on my TV, though. So
I'm on the TV. Oh, no, I'm on the app on the TV. I'm on the app on the TV.
Device.
Everyone stay calm. I'm on the app on the TV. Ian, you're supposed to be concentrating on Oxford.
Oh, right. Honestly, again, Rovers have just had another pretty decent chance of really good, like just literally causing Oxford a lot of problems. This time they are attacking down alongside this time for the first time, and it was Hanlon who did really well up against Long, and he got the ball out to number 5, which I think is Aimer, running in, and he had a good chance. It was on the volley, so it was a difficult effort, but he's ballooned it right over the bar. But he was free in space in the box again. So Bristol Rovers certainly causing Oxford a lot more problems in this second half than they did for the whole of the first half. And Oxford just need to kind of just get a bit of a grip on this game.
Exercise some control. I think that West Ham goal was an own goal. Tough for Doncaster. Their goalkeeper, by the way, I know no one cares, but their goalkeeper has been absolutely immense in this. Oh, it's such bad luck, and that is a terrible attempted clearance. Yeah, well, on this showing, you should beat them.
I think.
Not their goalkeeper, but that defender is terrible. What is he doing? West Ham. He's on the line, and he knees it into the goal from a foot out, and he's facing away from the goal.
Oh, it was great.
Come on, Zap.
Good work by Brannigan. Good hustle, even though he gave away.
I love Captain Zap. All right, Oxford fans, how are we feeling? What?
Tuesday night. I think Oxford are playing again on Tuesday night. If anybody can, I should really know who they're playing, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I have a feeling Shrewsbury.
Who are losing?
That sounds Shrewsbury away. Might be Rochdale.
That feels like an instant win.
So Rovers again, chance. Good ball headed away by Elliot Moore. Good defending, but both wings now they're getting space and getting able to get balls into the box.
It is Rochdale, Tuesday, 7:00. Rochdale are at home, Oxford away. Yeah. I can feel the tenseness coming through now, Ian. Like for you, like I can literally feel it.
Yeah, a little bit more, but I said one Shadipo over. Oh, he hit that really well, and it was blocked. Shadipo from the edge of the box. But Shadipo's got it back, and he's won a free kick on the edge of the box for Oxford. So good chance to get a strike on goal here. But Rovers have looked more dangerous going forward, but Oxford, the couple of times they have looked really quick in transition at getting forward as well, which is a good sign.
Ian, I'm going to let you update us on Oxford. I'm going to quickly touch on the Cup because I told Robert Allen we would get back to his comments, but he's also just said you've got to give credit to Moyes. West Ham have looked so much better, and his reputation over the last 3 or 4 years has just been beaten down into the mud as it has been. But they are looking really good, and I know it's only Doncaster, but they're putting in a very professional performance. They've got a pretty good team out. But you also...
Do you not think that's partly Moyes' fault though for picking?
Yeah, I mean, God knows why he went to Sociedad. But I mean, yeah, I think we can all also agree that his first spell at West Ham, he wasn't bad by any way. He kept him up, did his job, and then they sacked him for doing the job they asked him to do. And then they almost went down the next year and went, "Okay, David, let's bring you back in." He did the job again, not that great, but this year he's built his team.
Kelly,
and yeah.
Oh. Kelly with a free kick, the old lazy right foot just looped it over the wall, but literally straight into the goalie's arms. Didn't have to move. Bit of a waste.
Robert Allen did say the lack of fans has killed the Cup, and there's definitely an element of nostalgia when we talk about the Cup dying. It's never going to reach the heights it has, but it'll be fun with occasional interesting stories. He's talking about football. Football feels weird now. It definitely feels really weird.
I kind of like, from my point of view on the FA Cup, obviously when Oxford are in it, I enjoy that. It still brings that little buzz when you're in it of like who you're going to play. You're going to get a big side. Even when you're in round one, you're like, oh, we're going to get like a non-league side. That'll be fun to play against them. And and you want to get to round 3. And we've had some pretty good Cup days out in the last few years as well, so you shouldn't forget that. But yeah, in terms of like when it gets to the later rounds, when all the kind of when you got those possibilities of giant killings fade away, and it is just second string Premier League sides playing against each other, it does, or even second string Championship sides playing against each other.
Yeah, and I think we talked about the fact that there's weird things happening now where the bigger teams are starting to play their actual decent players in it, and the little teams like West Brom are like, well, we can't be bothered, we don't want to be here, and you're like, really? You would think you would want to be here, but in the Premier League it doesn't work like that. Robert Allen, also known as Pessimistic Brother Allen, is saying that Rovers were always going to raise their game to start the second half. Yeah,
true.
I mean, they had to raise their game. If not, they would have ended up losing 3 or 4-0, wouldn't they? Which I think, truthfully, 3-0 was my score prediction. So
yeah, I mean, they got to come out and give it a go. I mean, there's no point in them being as passive as they were in the first half. And to be fair to them, they have played well, and they haven't. One thing again, they will be annoyed about is they haven't made Stevens make a save.
He is a rock, an absolute rock. Yeah.
But you have more of a chance. Sure. You have more of a chance of scoring against him if you shoot on goal than balloon it 20 yards into the stand. It's
the great Wayne Gretzky. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, Ian. 100%. It's a certain. Oh, Ian, I have news. We have a goal at Charlton, and it is Charlton Athletic 1, Swindon Town 2. They've been pegged back slightly.
Okay. If there is anybody new in this feed from who wasn't here on the first half, welcome, as Oxford pick their pocket and go forward in Bristol Rovers half. I'll just get back to that in a second. And Ruffles wins a throw-in. I'm watching the game on iFollow, obviously. Tom is not watching the game. He's keeping us updated with scores in League One and on the FA Cup. So if you hear him shout goal He isn't talking about the Oxford games, so don't get excited or annoyed at him, or do whatever you want to do. But he is talking about other games. When you see me have spasms, they are me reacting to the Oxford United game. And generally welcome. We hope that you're enjoying it. We hope that it's kind of better than watching it on your own in silence, which we hope it is. And and if
Please
you want to give us £100 super
Matthew
chats,
Bowden said it's a stupid booking for Taylor. Ian, what do you think of that?
Just Taylor, isn't it? He's got that niggly side of him where he's just petulant at times, and he was clearly offside. Didn't need to run in and shoot. He's been fouling the defenders, getting on the referee's back. So, dumb one to take, absolutely. For some reason, we've got a water break.
I mean, it's because it's so hot out here in Oxford. I mean, the temperature outside is 3 degrees, so,
I honestly don't know. Maybe it looks like the referee's had to change something, or there might be a change of linesman or a...
Right, well, I'm gonna take... If you don't mind, I'm going to take this moment to update all the scores then in League One. So Sunderland currently lead Shrewsbury 1-0. Hull City are leading Portsmouth 1-0. That will give them a huge lead at the top of the table, especially because Lincoln are drawing with Northampton 0-0. Oxford obviously beating Bristol Rovers 1-0. Hashtag the curse is ending. Wigan Athletic 0, Fleetwood 0. Most boring match on earth probably right there. Gillingham are beating Ian's favourite club Rochdale. Peterborough United are somehow finding it impossible to score against Ipswich. It's 0-0. Crewe, Alexandra, and AFK Wimbledon, that's right, AFK, not AFC, are drawing 1-0. Charlton have gotten a goal back against Swindon. It's 2-1. League One's starting to get interesting. Starting to get really interesting. Oh, and Doncaster have hit the bar. Oh, look at this. Stuff's happening, Alan. It is.
It's all kicking off, isn't it?
Oh, literally, I can't stop giving updates. Right, so Nottingham Forest have gotten a goal back against Swansea in the Cup. It's now Swansea 2, Forest 1. Blackpool, who had equalised at the end of the first half against Brighton, are now down 2-1. Brighton have retaken the league in that match. Alzate with the goal, McAllister with an assist. Whew, I'm exhausted after that. Can I have a break? Oh, there's another goal. Barnsley have taken the lead against Norwich in the Cup. 1-0 to the Barn. Styles with the goal. My God, I'm actually having to talk.
I think we actually did highlight.
I believe we did indeed. We didn't think Norwich would play their starting team, and I don't think they have. Let's have a look.
I could name only
Krul's
a
in there. Hugel's in there. It's not a bad team they put out. Cantwell is not playing.
Cantwell?
No. Pookie is not playing either.
A Pookie?
No, they're missing some of their bigger names. They haven't put out a decent side.
If
they've got Teti, they've got Hanley at centre back, they've got Krul in goal, Hernandez in the midfield. But yeah.
So looking at the live table at the moment, if these scores all stay the same, Oxford they move up to 12th on 31 points, only 5 points outside the playoffs, with a game in hand over Sunderland, which is exciting times. We're getting within striking distance. Rovers find themselves in 21st place. They're in the relegation zone, although there's a bunch of sides on 22 points, and Swindon and Northampton on 23. Obviously, massive result for Swindon. If they can get that win, that would climb them all the way up to 18th in the table, from being second bottom.
Ian, I think Hull City will be ending the day top of the table. They're now up 2-0 against Portsmouth. George Honeyman, who's been a fucking beast for them this season, is such a good creative player in the middle of the park. Scored. It's 2-0 to the Hull City.
I mean, let's not understate that. Pompey have been flying in League One. We talked about it in our predictions, how they've been looking fantastic at both ends of the pitch, scoring tons of goals. They're bossing most of the games they play. This is a great result for Hull if they get it.
Portsmouth will be shocked by this. I really thought, I genuinely thought they'd come out and just try and beast this match, but they haven't managed to. Bristol's...
Yeah, especially, I know there's no fans in the ground, but Fratton Park, they've been really good at Fratton Park. They don't lose many games there.
But I think this will make Oxford fans happy because, as long as 2nd to 6th don't win games, then you guys get to catch up on them.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just while we're having this little discussion about what lies ahead, as Rovers look like they're going to make 2 subs or 3 subs. I'm not sure. There's still this delay in the game, and until Oxford are like playing a lot of the side, have played a lot of the sides in the lower half of the table, and we've beaten them. To be fair, until we do start beating, and obviously Fleetwood would be a good start because we never beat them, and obviously Rovers is a good one. But until we start beating these sides in and around the playoffs, until we start having some big wins against them, I can't get too excited about playoffs or promotion pushes, because that is the one thing we haven't done this season. We haven't beaten like a Peterborough or a Charlton or an Ipswich. We haven't beaten any of those top sides, or a Hull or Lincoln or anything like that. So
Matt Bowden's updated us. Peterborough Posh have missed a penalty.
Ooh.
Well done. Also, Matt was asking what was going on. Robert Allen's talking about how the ref is injured.
Right.
Apparently, Pessimistic Allen is pointing out that due to COVID restrictions, it takes longer to get the 4th official on the pitch now. So that is a thing. That is something we must live with. Hull City 3, Portsmouth 0. Second own goal for Watmouth, or whatever the hell his name is. He is having an absolute mare. 3-0. They're being pummeled into oblivion.
What are the chances? What are the chances that happen of like 2 own goals go against Pompey in this game?
You gotta feel like that whatever player is not gonna be playing in the next football game. He's gonna need a break. And
you haven't seen to be fair, you haven't seen the own goals.
I don't need to. It's 2 own goals, and I'm
okay. But
he's gonna need a psychologist after this game. I'm not talking about whether they're bad or not. I'm talking about the feeling of scoring 2 own goals in a match against.
Okay, fair enough.
Against
it is.
It's an important game.
It is pretty.
Yeah, I'm not trying to make fun of him. It's just terrible luck. Swansea City are now 3-1 up against Forest in the Cup. It looks like they'll go through. Bristol City have doubled their lead against Millwall to 2-0. It looks like they'll be going through as well. Brighton maintain their lead. And as I scroll through the feeds, it is still 3-0 to Hull. That's your score update. Yes. Right. Oxford fans, are we going to hold the lead in this game? Is it going to end 1-0? Are they going to get another goal? Are Bristol going to come back? Pessimistic Allen, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Other Oxford fans.
I mean, there's only 20 minutes to go, but there's going to be about bloody 10 minutes of injury time now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Oxford are still pressing, but like looks like Rovers are having an easier time getting out from the press. Although they're not really creating much. And Oxford can break now. Back heel by Taylor, but just... but Brannigan's won very generously. The new referee has given us a free kick, which I didn't think was a free kick, but... Come on, Cameron, don't stay down. Don't stay down. Come on, get up. Get up. Come on.
Stand up, boy. Now move.
Come on. There you go.
There we are. Good boy.
Cotton ball for Cameron Brannigan, please.
Everyone say a prayer.
We wrap some bubble wrap around him.
Poor Zap.
Yeah, absolutely poor Zap. He's had a fucking horrible...
He's had a terrible run of it.
He's actually... through these bloody COVID times, and he's had to deal with that fucking thinking he's going to go blind. It was bloody fucking awful for him.
Which is the only thing, COVID doesn't do to you as well. So it's terrible luck. It's awful. It's absolutely awful.
I mean, that's
let's see.
I mean, when you think about, obviously he talks about how lucky, and obviously no one knows more than him. But if you think about how close he was to literally like having to give up his career, his profession, his career, probably the only thing he's ever thought about doing in his life is, I'm sure he's like got a massive different outlook on the way he views his football career.
That's pretty harrowing.
Yeah.
It is a harrowing state of affairs.
Taylor's in behind and he's onside, but he's not in on goal. And he plays to Shadipo, who's got acres of space down the right hand side. Can he pick out a cross? He just no.
2 touches too many.
No, it was a low cross, but it just everybody had ran past it and it went behind him. But I mean, as I say, it's quite an open game at the moment. Still.
I mean, the one thing going for Oxford is the fact that they have kept a lot of clean sheets recently.
I mean, just going to go back to I guess the shot counter. I mean, it's like I was going to say, I can't remember many shots on goal in this game. I mean, Taylor's obviously got the goal, and there's that. Oh, hang on, go on, Kelly, get back on him. Good play, Oxford. Yeah, again, a dangerous break again from Rovers, but Oxford snuff it out. Well played by Elliot Moore. Now Oxford are breaking on them. Really end-to-end game now. Shadipo acres of space again down the right-hand side. Go on, get the cross in. And again, he's overhit this time. He's overhit the cross. Come on, Mido. Maybe it could be a bit of Aggie time coming up soon.
It's Aggie time.
Yeah, could do maybe a bit of Hansen, bit of Sykes.
Not to drag back to a previous conversation, but we're talking about like Oxford need to beat the bigger teams, etc. They don't really have a bad run of matches till March, do they? And I know we've talked about this on the channel a couple times, but that's when
you've talked about
that's when the crunch feels like it'll. They should be near or in the playoff places at that point, and that's when it's going to really be: are they a playoff team or not? Can they handle a tough run of games? And last season, they did incredibly well going through that patch.
And also as well, when Oxford played a lot of these sides, when Oxford did play all these sides, their form was horrific, and they were missing key players. And some of the games we played all right in at times, but we should be able to put up a much better showing against a lot of these sides that we lost 2-0 to earlier on in the season.
How many games were there earlier in the season where Oxford mixed a hatful of chances in the first half and in the second half just shipped 2 goals?
Oh, Henry's in on goal. He's onside. And he scored!
Hey! 2-0.
Absolutely out of nothing. It's Matt Taylor again. I'm sorry. Absolutely out of nothing. Just a really speculative ball forward, and Taylor's onside and finishes it. He does what he does, doesn't he? Finishes it past the keeper. Really crap defended as well, because that is literally a punt forward from, I think, Ruffles. Centre backs running out. Obviously, someone's played that. No one's even marking him. No one's you've got 2 guys trying to play him offside. Another guy running out. No, 2 guys running forward. 1 guy staying back. It's a mess at the back for them. And believe me, fucking take it.
Yes, get your super chats in now. Oxford winning 2-0.
You can only.
Curse is over. It's gone.
Remember, as we say, we've got a strict rule here. 50 when Oxford score a goal, it's a £50 super chat and £100 at any other time.
Cutting our own throat with that one.
But obviously, let's hear those messages, folks. 2-0 Oxford. That is absolutely perfect. We are so close now to ending this hoodoo. It's within touching distance.
Can you guess Matthew Bowden's comment?
Well, I'm just going to say it's so close I can almost touch that priest.
Boom.
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 Goes the dynamite.
Go. Rochdale. Ian, your favourite club. Rochdale have equalised. It's 1-1 against Gillingham. Praise be.
It's like the stars have aligned for me there. Oxford
Peterborough United have scored. Ipswich are now losing 1-0 at home to the Posh. McGuinness an own goal. Wow, there's a lot of own goals today. A lot of really unfortunate own goals. Swansea City have scored a 4th against Forest.
Hang on, chance. Oh, for fuck's sake. Shadipo, you are not playing that well in this second. You're not showing the composure I need from your son.
Yes, brother Pessimistic Alan has super chatted us. Woo! Thank you, Pessimistic Alan.
I say it. Thank you, Robert. I mean, it's for a man who's like, as I say, makes his living as a human statue street performing.
You'd be surprised how much money they make.
Yeah, but how's he made any money at the moment? Not allowed out.
His wife pays him. Every minute you don't speak is £1. Yep, James Laxington says, go! Robert Allen, boom! Matthew Bowden, boom! Good, everyone is happy. It's good to have a happy chat going on.
Yeah, completely out of the blue though, wasn't it? I mean, it was a goal the sort of goal we were conceding at the start of the season. Let's be fair about that. Both goals we scored this afternoon were very much goals we were conceding at the start of the season. This one was like Rovers looked like they weren't in a lot of trouble, and all of a sudden they just switch off from a nothing ball forward, and they're 2-0, and now all of a sudden they got a mountain to climb. I would imagine there's a lot of doom and gloom going around in the Bristol Rovers camp.
Ian, I have good news. Oxford United are going to win this game because pessimistic brother Alan says, makes us safe now, hat-trick for Taylor.
Wow.
I know. If that's not a sign of changing times, I don't know what is.
How many is a hat-trick? Is it 4?
Sure.
Well, okay.
You did really well at maths in school, didn't you?
I don't think he's going to get 2 more goals.
Not much else happening in any of the games. Bristol City now 3-0 up to Millwall. 3-0.
Oh, what a horrible day for Bristol Rovers. 2-0 down and Bristol City are winning.
Yeah. Tough times. Donny not really offering a huge amount on this.
Hanlon again. Hanlon with a shooting chance. And oh, what a save. What a save by Jack Stevens. That is that is the first time Oxford have allowed Hanlon to get space. And he's hit a really good shot, actually. And Stevens has just got a fingertip on it to tip it over the bar. I
mean, this was the player we talked about that if they were going to score, it would probably be him.
Well, he's a leading goal scorer, isn't he? And there's still those danger signs that, you know, obviously at 2-0, the next goal is crucial, and Oxford just got to avoid being sloppy. And thankfully, even though Canberra and Brannigan just 50p headed one up in the air, Bristol Rovers can only head it over the bar. So that's the first thing Stevens had to do. That's the first time I think Stevens has had to even come and claim a cross or even catch the ball today. So that shows you how kind of wayward they've been or ineffective. But that he's earned his money on that one. That was a great save.
His corn. Matt Bowden says Taylor's off. Has Taylor been taken off?
Has he? I don't know.
The Allen brothers don't see anything, do they? These two.
Taylor has been taken off. Will is on. Beta is on as well. Henry has come off, and Taylor has come off. So
give us Sykes. We want Sykes. No,
we can still make 2 more subs. So might see a bit.
Mr. Pessimistic Allen even says Jack Stevens, you beauty.
It'd be great to see Winnell get a goal. Actually, we really could do a Sam Winnell scoring.
Yeah, has he scored this year?
No, he hasn't scored, and he's hardly played. To be fair, you can't. But here goes a Beta charging up the pitch. He runs into a defender instead of trying to take him on.
Oh my God, Alan! Gillingham 1, Rochdale 2.
Yeah, I just saw that.
West Ham have gone 4-0 up against Donny. Lincoln have got a goal against Northampton Town. Finally, my God. It's kicking off. It's kicking off, Alan. It's been a great round of second halves. First half's a bit slow for me. Goals.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Definitely kicking off.
Goals everywhere, mate. It's a really good save from the Doncaster goalkeeper for that 4th goal, but yet again, all we can do is palm it into the middle of the pitch.
Name him, Thomas. Name him. I need the name of this hero keeper.
Is it Balcom? I'm trying to read the back of his shirt, but they always pan away right when I need to see it. Hold on.
Fabianski?
No, that's the West Ham goalkeeper, you freaking so-and-so. Right, let's have a look. It is Balcom.
Good. Wow.
Ooh! Plymouth have got a goal back against Sheffield United. It's 2-1. Pantuch Kamara with a goal.
Come on, he scored against Oxford.
Did he?
Yeah, good player.
There you go.
Got the opening goal in that game.
Anything else? Argyle flowing forward. They feel like they've got a chance.
Again, this one just. I mean, you still got some little nervy moments because Rovers haven't given this one up. They don't look beaten yet. They still are looking to create chances, and Oxford trying to hit them on the break. So just need to ride the wave a little bit, and hopefully
15
get a
minutes left. Is it 15 left?
Yeah, I mean, it's 80th minute on here, but God knows how long they're going to play for with the injury time with the referee.
Yep. No changes anywhere else in the League One. I cannot believe Rochdale are beating Gillingham now.
BT too high up the pitch. Here come Rovers again, but Oxford should be able to snuff this out.
So Oxford going 11th right now in the table with this win.
Tizzy Heights.
I know. They're only 5 points off a playoff place with that. And like you said, that's Sunderland.
Absolutely got to be the highest we've been all season, for sure.
Yes, without a shadow of a doubt. You lost like 8 of the first 9 matches you played. So yes.
Okay.
Northampton Town have dropped it. Will drop in the relegation zone. Rovers are now out of the relegation zone on goal difference alone, so they really don't want to concede any more goals. Wimbledon also in the relegation zone with all this. They're on like 7 straight losses. That is rough. Very, very rough.
It's tough.
But then again,
old Mick McCarthy's wormed his way back into football.
Is it Cardiff, is it?
Cardiff boss.
I thought he'd like retired, like he was done. But no, obviously not, because,
Wasn't he just like in Cyprus and they sacked him after like a month?
Possibly.
Wasn't it like Apo Nicosia and they like got rid of him after a month or something? I might think of someone else, but yeah, I mean, it's just brutal, isn't it? Because Neil Harris got Cardiff to the playoffs last season, massively overachieved with them.
Yeah.
Admittedly, they don't play the greatest football.
No, I mean they were the Wickham of the championship last year. Like no one thought they should be in there. Yeah, you're correct, by the way. Apoel Nicosia, just less than 2 months in charge. Or just 2 months.
And and so just to say, you kind of like, you're almost like replacing him with a guy who's going to play pretty similar football, but just has more experience.
The biggest problem was that Mick McCarthy, it was Ipswich, wasn't it, where he didn't want to play attacking football, and the fans turned on him, and despite them having a perfectly reasonable season, they hated him.
They massively turned on him, but that for Wolves as well, didn't they? For like him being boring. And Ipswich, they probably still won't like him to this day, but as soon as he left, they went down.
Yeah. Yep. Matt Bowden agrees it is Balcombe who's the goalkeeper for the Donington Bridges.
Oh, Donnybrook Farm.
Donnybrook Farm.
Donington. I like Donington Bridge. I like that.
I'm just going to turn the lights on in here because it's getting a bit dark.
So you are looking a bit dark, Tom.
Well, I've been using natural lighting.
Edge of the box. Goran to Kelly. Kelly out to Long. Oh, now Kelly is dispossessed. Might have to give away a foul here, Liam Kelly. He tried. He bloody tried. The guy was too quick for him.
Oh, wow. Fabianski is being subbed off in the 82nd minute, but I don't think it was for an injury. I think they're just letting another bloke come in and be in goal. I can't remember ever seeing that happen before.
I'm going to be honest, Bristol Rovers, there aren't any, but from a Bristol Rovers point of view, I don't see how you can hold on Jack Stevens comes out. Oh, I tell you what, lucky. It's a bit. He did well because he sort of. Wait, have we given a penalty? Or was he given offside? What have you given here, Rev?
Tell me. Use your words, referee. Use your words.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm watching it on mute, so you have to say. But a ball came forward, and Stevens. Just saying it in case one of the chat wonder why I don't know what's going on. But Stevens went for a header with their guy, and it's sort of like he just about got there. And then the guy rolled around as if he was injured, and the linesman put his flag up as if he was flagging for offside. And I thought for a second he'd given a penalty, but I'm going to guess Stevens was annoyed because it's one of those ones where the flag didn't go up straight away.
Mm. Bowden agrees.
The linesman had to wait for him to get near the ball first, so that was what it was. But Stevens did well again, and I forget what we were talking about a second ago before that happened.
Football. League One.
I don't know. I thought
the goalkeeper being substituted?
Yeah, I think you were saying something about that. Yeah, I don't see it. No, I was going to say about Hanlon for Bristol. I don't see how realistically how long you can keep hold of him because he looks by far and away your best player.
Yeah.
He looks like the one player that has got a bit of cutting edge about him, bit of pace. Obviously, got an eye for goal. You're probably going to keep hold of him in this window, but I wouldn't say you're going to keep hold of him in the summer.
Well, will they keep holding him in this window? I mean, a lot of
No,
teams need goal scorers. Although I suppose the top of the league is doing all right with everything right now. I think that
was one of the ones. I mean, obviously, like last season, it was Clark Harris who was like carrying the hopes for them, and then he got sold off. So it could be that they managed to keep him just till the end of the season. But then, obviously, if they do go down, they're obviously not going to keep him then.
No, they're not. Ian, are we at the 85th minute now?
86 minutes on the clock for Oxford, but obviously no indication of how long.
But you let me know at 90, all right? You let me know at 90.
I will do.
No changes in any of the other matches right now. Brighton's still hanging on to a lead over Blackpool 2-1. They are in control, though, but it'd be very Brighton to lose this. Very Brighton. 17 shots.
A bit of Oxford territorial possession wouldn't go amiss, Liao. Another sub for Oxford. 2 subs coming on, so we're not going to see Mark Sykes today.
Oh, boo!
We're going to see Anthony Ford come on for number 28, which is Liam Kelly, and I'm sure we're going to see Mido Shadipo come off for Daniel Adgington.
Oh, the Adgitonian.
Daniel Adgington III, give him his full title.
Esquire. Bowden's saying the same. He's saying 2 more subs. I mean, you hope now Oxford just see this out. You hope they keep a clean sheet, and we move on to.
So we got the ball high in their half. You just want to You just want to keep hold of it in there for as long as you possibly can. Just wind down these minutes. Don't give them a sniff.
No.
And we can all rejoice.
Ian, Swindon are still climbing out of the relegation zone right now. Somehow, it's still 2-1. They're holding on. There's like 3 minutes of that game left. Lincoln have doubled their lead, though, against Northampton, so they are definitely going second in the table now. Peterborough move up to 3rd. Portsmouth drop from 2nd to 4th. Donny are dropping down to 5th, but they, haven't played a game, so they still got 2 games in hand, at least, over everyone around them.
Sunderland's still winning. Fair play to them. They need that win.
They do.
Wigan Fleetwood looks like it's probably the worst game that's ever been played out in the history of football.
Shock horror. Wigan versus Fleetwood, a bad match of football.
Come on, BT, got to do a bit better there.
I think I predicted 1-1 for the Sunderland game, so Sunderland fans, as much as I'd like your team to do well, Shrewsbury, come on, boys.
And I think actually I predicted 1-0, I think.
I suspect you did. I'm wondering what our Oxford predictions were. I can't remember anymore, but I feel like you might have had 2-0.
I'm sure one of us said 2-0. I think you might have said 2-0.
You know what? I'm going to figure this out while we're on live scrimmage.
Right. Oxford have an attack. They got the ball out to a beater out on the left who's playing it around with Ruffles. Ruffles cross. Oh, and Adgie got on the end of it. Daniel Adgington made something out of nothing there. Great cross by Ruff. And but unfortunately, he could only head it into the Oxford Mail stand.
He didn't head it out of the stadium or anything stupid like that.
He was off balance. He was sort of stretching, so he did well to get there, but couldn't get it on top.
Taking a pot shot at the fact that they're missing a stand on one side of the pitch.
They are still missing a stand, but this was towards the Oxford Mail stand, not the fence. We haven't named the fence.
The Oxford Mail fence stand. This is the Oxford Mail fence.
We call it the Chris Wilder Memorial Fence.
Would you take Chris Wilder back, Ian?
Difficult one to say, really. I mean, kind of like Robbo can be a bit of an idiot, but at the same token, he's our idiot, isn't he? So you kind of quite. And the guys of Oxford are on a great run, so I would say at this precise moment, no.
Ian, you had 2-1 to Oxford United, and I had 3-0 to Oxford United.
Come on, I would take. I don't mind it. I'd take a 3rd goal. I know.
You also had a Wigan and a Fleetwood draw. You had a Sunderland 2-1 win. You had Crewe to beat Wimbledon, which isn't happening. We both had 2-1 to Pompey. We both had Gillingham 2-1 against Rochdale, so we were wrong on that count. We both had big scores for Lincoln, although you were getting a correct score because Lincoln are now 2-0, and that's the score. And you had Charlton to beat Swindon 4-1. I had a 1-1 draw, and obviously neither of us are right because Charlton are...
You could get a point now.
They're jumping out of the drop zone right now, though.
You could get a point if Charlton get an equaliser at least.
I could indeed.
You got more chance to get it than me.
Still 2-1 now.
10 minutes of injury time, folks.
Seriously.
Put it up for 10 minutes of injury time.
Are you joking?
Going long. No, I'm not joking. It's 10 minutes of injury time. I say that was probably. Oh, and Oxford got a chance. Oh, just ran out of his feet. I think it was Winnell. Just couldn't get the ball out of his feet. No,
I'm not paid
couldn't get the ball out of his feet. But it goes. Oh, really good play by a beater. Got a great ball cross across, and you have to say, if Winnell was a little bit sharper, he might have got on the end of that. He didn't throw himself to get on the end of it. He might have been offside, to be fair. But one of those ones that, to use a professional term, he came within a bee's dick of scoring a third goal.
Incorrect, Alan. Incorrect. That is not the professional term. Not the professional term.
Hey.
I don't speak English, though, so I don't know what the professional term is. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 minutes left. Any of you who've enjoyed watching this chat, please, if you could even super chat us a couple of pounds, we really appreciate it. We will be doing another super chat. We'll be doing another live stream tomorrow for the Man United Liverpool FA Cup game. Please come and join us for that as well. Those of you that have super chatted us.
And if it's as exciting as the league game between the two sides, you are going to need somebody to talk you through it with some witty banter.
Those of you that have super chatters, genuinely really appreciate it. All the money you guys super chatters is going towards getting me a decent microphone instead of these headphones, which aren't that great.
I think we must be kind of getting to that point now, Tom.
We're getting
close. We may be able to splash into the kitty soon.
That would be. I mean, when we get our next Google AdSense report, we may be there finally. It may be time to get a proper microphone.
And also, it also pays for these streams. It also pays for watching the Oxford games and all that subscription pays for that. So it is money we just what's the word I'm looking for?
Fritter away on pints.
Fritter. Yes. That's didn't come to my mind.
We don't.
Yeah,
we're not fritterers.
Yeah.
But yeah, genuinely, even like a pound or two is really appreciated. Matthew Bowden says it's not a bee's willy, it's a fag paper's width.
Okay, that's fair enough.
That's even skinnier. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. It's got to be, hasn't it? Got to be. Fag papers.
On this channel, we talk a lot of sense. Thank you for watching.
If you're one, that's a bad foul. That is a booking all day long with Adjington running forward, and the player just literally tripped him up deliberately.
The Adjington.
If your genitalia is the width of a fag paper, then I generally feel sorry for you, and I know how you feel.
Swansea City 5, Nottingham Forest 1. Good lord, that is a debilitating
Hull are winning 4-0 now, Thomas, and Gillingham have equalised against the Dale.
Unbelievable scenes, Jeff. Unbelievable. Charlton 2, Swindon 2.
Get in there, Thomas.
I think that stops Swindon's drop. Yep, Swindon dropped right back into 23rd place. They're still a point from safety. Right. Northampton
Bristol Rovers attacked. Sorry to interrupt you there. Sorry, Bristol Rovers just had a half chance and it was cleared by Oxford, but they're still on the attack. And I'll let you get back to your Swindon thing because that's a weird little bit of mirroring in that game to the game they had at the Valley as well.
Falling apart in the second half.
A really last-minute equaliser to get a 2-2 draw, I believe.
Second worst defence in the league. Second worst team in the league. They're back down in 23rd place. It's another loss for them at this. It's another case of dropped points now.
Hanlon's just missed a sitter. Absolute sitter. Good ball in by them, and he's just literally found space in the box. I don't know why an Oxford player's not marking him, but he's 8 yards out. And the ball's just come off his knee and just rolled to Stevens. So
Gillingham Rochdale is full time. As long as that
first goal doesn't go in, we shouldn't be in for too many nervy moments. But that was one we could have done without.
Barnsley have officially beaten Norwich 1-0. All the other FA Cup scores remain what you've been told they are. I hope you've all been keeping track.
There'll be a quiz.
King Walsh of the Dank Meme says, "Come on, you Oxford." Yes. Matty Bowden says that was close. And Robert Allen does not want to concede a sloppy goal. He doesn't want that.
We haven't yet. I think any of us want it.
No. Well, you do, because it gives you 3 points in predictions.
Oh, I believe me, I am more happy to have a 2-0 Oxford win and get a point apiece than
Fair.
to even contemplate Bristol Rovers getting a first goal, which might lead to a second.
Yeah, that would scare the living.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You just don't want. It's been such a fantastic run Oxford have been on, and the biggest thing, as we said, is we haven't played in the league for ages, and it was about keeping this momentum going and keeping this win going, because didn't want it to be like almost feel like a first game of the season again where the players are rusty, and they haven't. I think Oxford have looked really good in this game. Bristol Rovers have come at them a bit in this second half, but I think Oxford have been value for the win. And it's 5 wins in the league in a row, which is I think that's the best form in the league now, I believe.
Yes, it is indeed the best form in the league. Now, really quickly, before Ian talks more about Oxford in their 18 minutes extra time, Brighton have beaten Blackpool 2-1. Bristol City have beaten Millwall 3-0. Sheffield United have beaten the Green Army Plymouth Argyle 2-1. Swansea City have defeated Nottingham Forest 5-1. And West Ham United have defeated Donny 4-0. So there's no shocks in the FA Cup today. Pretty much everyone you expected to win has. Barnsley, obviously, you could count as a shock, but we called that, so don't worry about it. League One, still only Gillingham Rochdale over. Oh, Peterborough's just ended. Peterborough beaten Ipswich 1-0. Hull have beaten Portsmouth 4-0. But there's still games going on all over the place. Shrewsbury could still score against Sunderland. They're in the 95th minute.
Sunderland have just won, actually. It's finished.
Is that over now? King Walsh, the Dank Memes. He wants the team to hold on. Oxford, don't mess this up.
Well, 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes. You've done such a good job so far. You can see it out. Maybe you might even give that. Tom needs this goal, by the way. Tom needs a third goal for Oxford.
I do. Give me that goal. I don't think I win predictions this week if I can't get a perfect score here.
If that Lincoln score comes in at 2-0, I don't think you do.
How much extra time is there in this league today? Lincoln are on 97 minutes, Oxford are on 98 minutes, Wigan are on 95 minutes, Crewe are on 95 minutes. A ton of extra
Northampton have just scored, so that is only a point for me instead of 3.
My God.
I think we might be drawing.
Well, I will take that. I think that yeah. No, it doesn't do anything. You could
divvy that up if you want, Tom, now.
You're going to have to do it because my computer's having spazzy fits trying to open up additional pages right now. I've had to close off the windows I had.
We are a minute and a half away from 3 points.
Lincoln is over. It's 2-1. That's official. We're getting there, everybody. We are getting there. The match is almost over. After this, we will leave you quite quickly because we've got to film our post-match. And we will catch up with you all hopefully tomorrow for our live stream of Man United versus Liverpool. Please, again, if you can, super chat us, even £1 for our time. We really appreciate it.
Anybody in the last sort of, oh God, Rovers go forward, but it's cleared by Longy. Well played, Longy. In the last minute or so of this game, everybody just quickly in the chat, who do you think's man of the match? Who do you think's played well? Let us know.
Sick of being in the damn shadows.
Brannigan's done all right, to be fair to him. He's done well to have to come into the game, and he's held his own.
Right. Every match is over now outside of the Wigan-Fleetwood match and the Oxford versus Bristol game. So
30 seconds to go. You would be amazed if there was a... Although Bristol Rovers are in. Or Hanlon, edge of the box. He can't get it out of his feet. Cross comes in and free header puts it wide.
I will just quickly say Charlton Athletic drawing 1-1 means they've jumped back over Sunderland. So Sunderland are in 7th now, which means Oxford are unfortunately 6 points off a playoff space, not 5.
And let's not underestimate this. Hoodoo is on the verge of being broken. This is why I bought the garlic. This is why I bought the holy water. This is why I wore the Ghostbusters t-shirt. It is all coming and playing out exactly as I wanted it to.
Ian Allen, can you confirm or deny to me that the game is over yet?
Game has just finished. Oxford United win. Oxford United win by 2-0. It is the end of the curse. It is 5 games winning streak in League One. Have not lost since we lost to those that shall not be named at the end of November. It's been a fantastic run. Long may it continue. Thank you to everybody that's been with us on this stream. We really appreciate it. We hope in some small way that it makes the viewing experience better for you guys. I mean, it makes it better for us. We really enjoy doing it. And thank you for the super chats, and thank you for just any chats in general. We enjoy talking with you. And as Tom says, we're just going to leap off this stream now and do our post-match video, which will be up on the channel at some point today. And join us tomorrow for the Manchester United-Liverpool FA Cup clash.
See you tomorrow.